14-year-old Charlie Axel Woods can't help but steal the spotlight every time he's on the greens, proving that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. His performances have been nothing short of shocking as the audience calls him the next Tiger Woods of the golfing world. Charlie Woods just did a new routine that we've never seen before. Many viewers think he owes his success to this exhilarating routine set by his dad, Tiger Woods. There's been a familiar face with Tiger Woods at Pinehurst this week, his son Charlie roaming behind him wherever he goes as he prepares for the 2024 US Open. At the Masters in April, the sight of the younger Woods seemingly instructing the elder Woods with a swing thought was both cute and somewhat comical. The idea of a 15-year-old offering guidance to a 15-time major winner. Only this week has underlined what was seen at Augusta was no joke, with Charlie serving as a sounding board of sorts for his father. The student is helping the teacher. Woods has gone through a variety of swing coaches in his career, although has been without an official instructor for some time. Clearly, Woods knows his swing, yet even the greats need the occasional assistance. And speaking with the media at Pinehurst on Tuesday ahead of the US Open, Woods explained why he leans on Charlie. "I trust him with my swing and my game. He's seen it more than anybody else in the world," Woods said. "He's seen me hit more golf balls than anyone. I tell him what to look for, especially with putting." Woods explained that Charlie gave me a couple little side bits today, especially with the short game. Because Woods' focus is on getting his ball rolling as quickly as possible, he can tend to forget what he should be working on, which is where Charlie comes in handy. "We have a great relationship and rapport like that, and it's a wonderful experience for both of us," Woods said. Of course, there's also the undercurrent of sentiment for Woods. Charlie is now into his own career, and with Tiger's limited playing schedule and his body struggling to cooperate over the past few years, these appearances have taken a different meaning. To have the father-son relationship that we have, and to extend it into this part of both of our lives, he's playing a lot of junior golf and I'm still playing out here, Woods said. It's neat for him to see the guys that he watches on TV and YouTube and TikTok, whatever the hell it is that they do. At home, he's with JT and Rick a lot. But to see other guys hit the golf ball, it doesn't really do it justice until you actually see it in person. The key to shot selection is understanding that you can't compare one outcome to another. You must consider the average score of a million iterations of each shot and choose the option that has the least number of bad outcomes. Said another way, play for the best possible miss hit. It's hard to make this choice in the heat of battle, but it's what the best players in the world do, either intuitively or intentionally. Here's a rule of thumb. When you're inside 130 yards, the weather is cooperating, and the pin isn't located next to a penal hazard, take dead aim at the flag. Nose Dars 12 and 16 at ANGC play 155 and 170 yards, respectfully, and the Sunday pins are typically set close to hazards, anything but green light situations, per the rule of thumb. In the Augusta National held in 2019, Tiger knew this, but his playing partners, Francesco Molinari and Brooks Koepka, didn't, and they both found the water on 12. The situation and emotion got the best of them. Deciding when to get aggressive and play toward the pin requires patience. Think of it this way. It's far easier to intentionally not lose strokes than it is to intentionally gain them. Similarly, Tiger, the 15-time major winner, has taught his son Charlie the same tips and tricks. When all these expert opinions are compiled, a routine is made. This routine is followed by Charlie, who aims to follow in his dad's footsteps. What is this routine and how good is it? According to a model developed by Lou Stagner, Tiger hits 49.9% of his approach shots from 150 to 200 yards in the fairway past the hole. This means that the other half of the total number of approaches from this distance land short of the hole. Thus, on average, Tiger, statistically, is always pin high, putting him number one on tour. To put it in perspective, tour players, on average, stop approaches almost 2 yards shorter of the pin than Tiger. It's an overlooked stat, but in simple terms, it's the long game equivalent of getting your putt to the hole. Tiger is the master of always having enough club, and it translates to closer proximity to the hole, an obvious bonus. Knowing when to be aggressive, staying patient when the opportunity doesn't exist, and playing for an average or bad shot instead of a good one is what propelled Tiger to victory in almost all his tournaments. This is the technique used by Charlie as well. Gaining immense advantage of having Tiger as his personal coach, this 14-year-old youngster is rising above the charts in an attempt to mark his position in the career of golf. Although this routine is tough, we believe it is the secret leading Charlie to world-class success. Or is there something else too? Perhaps something we're unaware of. A skeptic might ask whether a golfer can really try harder. But in fact, there are many ways for players to improve their performance in a given tournament. They can study the course, they can hit more balls on the driving range, they can arrive at the tournament a few days early and play more practice rounds. However, there are other factors besides effort, such as distraction or intimidation. Maybe other golfers are just intimidated when Tiger is playing. Or maybe they are put off by the media attention lavished on the PGA's premier player. But you'd expect these alternative mechanisms to be stronger for golfers playing near Tiger. We're taught that quitters never win, but if the evidence from golf is any indication, it might be more accurate, if less pithy, to say that expected losers are more likely to quit, or at least not perform as well. But Brown's study suggests you might want to consider its effect on your other workers' performance. Steak knives might not cut it as second prize. Since Tiger once admitted to being intimidated by an expert golfer back when he was 11, he wants to clear this pathway for Charlie. We know that diamonds are created under pressure, and Tiger has trained his kid under severe and rough conditions, with mind games and athletics to make sure he gets what he wants. With the help of extreme mind challenges and games, Charlie has adapted well to his new routine, all whilst making sure feelings don't get in his way of achieving trophies. Aren't these mind-boggling activities and intense workouts a little too much for a 14-year-old? Is this all really worth it? Thomas, who won the 2017 PGA Championship and added 15 pounds of muscle to his frame last season, asked Woods, "What did you used to do when you were about my age?" Here was Woods' answer. "Well, I used to get up in the morning and run 4 miles, Woods said. Then I'd go to the gym, do my lifts. Then I'd hit balls for 2 to 3 hours. I'd go play, come back, and work on my short game. I'd go run another 4 more miles, and then if anyone wanted to play basketball or tennis, I would go play basketball or tennis. That was a daily routine." Any sane person could easily infer through this that Tiger ensures the same routine for Charlie. Truly, success comes with a lot of hard work and does not happen overnight. Charlie seems to be the very proof of this. A young, naive, innocent yet strong-headed 14-year-old working day and night to fulfill his dreams is definitely one of the most inspiring sights yet.